Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the series that we have started for IBPS AFO mains, and this is lecture 6 in that series. And as part of that series we are going to do a lecture on cutoff of previous year and also strategy, a simple strategy for IBPS AFO mains 2020-21. So friends, before starting with the session, I have a small announcement to make here. We at EduTab, we are going to launch courses for IBPS A4 2020-21 very soon. So please visit our website www.edutab.co.in for any queries or further details. So friends, before starting with the session on you know cutoff of previous year and strategy on how to prepare for IBPS AFO mains, especially 2020-21, let us see very recently the CRP of for recruitment of specialist officers that has been released, and as per that the preliminary examination would be on 26th and 27th. Final dates are out, and these are the dates for preliminary exams, and online exam would be on 24th Jan. And here the tentative dates, or these are the tentative dates. There might be a change based on as we have been seeing that so many uncertainties. So the online registration would be from 2nd November to 23rd November, and online exam mains are these dates. And by the end of April 2021, provisional allotment would also be done or completed. So now with this, I wish you a very all the best. Apply for the exam, and we shall start with our previous year cutoff and strategy. So friends, here comes the cutoffs of mains plus interview. This is for the year 2019-20. This was released some 5 to 6 months back by IBPS, and as per these the category general, the cutoff was 64.8, and for OBC it was 64. I mean very less difference, as and you can see EWS, that is economically weaker section, 62.67, and SC 56.33, and ST 53.47. Hearing impaired is 56.33 again, and OC this is 55.33. As you can see, this, if this is the cutoff, we can expect this cutoff to be higher this year. So we have been seeing this, or the trend has been like this. Every year the cutoff has been increasing because of the the type of preparation students are taking up, and the type of questions that are being asked, and the type of various reasons. But yes, the cutoff has been increasing year on year. This we have to note. So if this was the cutoff last year, so at least you can expect plus 8 to 10 marks increase in this cutoff. So this is what the expectations are. So friends, now let's see what exactly is syllabus for IBPS AFO mains. As you have always seen that it's divided into agriculture and rural development. It's always ARD. Whenever you say agriculture exam, definitely it will have ARD, agriculture and rural development. Now agriculture, again, if we can put in two different buckets or two different top or heads, it can be static agriculture and current or dynamic agriculture. This you have already studied a lot in your UG or PG courses, that is BSc Agri or MSc Agri. But yes, this current or dynamic you have to prepare separately. And under static we have so many subjects, or you can say you can put them under primary subjects, because agronomy, horticulture, animal husbandry, poultry, soil science, fisheries, agri economics, agri engineering, agri extension, I mean so many subjects are there. And I am saying that these are primary subjects because under these again there are so many heads. If you see animal husbandry, you have dairy science. That also it's one of the important topic, because on milk there would be at least one or two questions there. It has been a trend that where we are seeing that. Similarly, horticulture, so many varieties and so many new releases. And what are the, again, horticulture, pathology, entomology. So these are the primary subjects on which you have to, focus on the main subjects, and based on that you'll have some secondary topics as well, as I have mentioned here. Soil sciences, classification of soil sciences, and which type of, this area in India has which type of soil, or this is the crop that is exclusive to which kind of classification of, zone, that is agroclimatic zone, the soils. All these, they might be secondary subjects, so this also you have to focus. And then under current or dynamic agriculture, you have to see agri current affairs, that is at least 6 months you have to be thorough, and you have to see for at least 12 months, so that you can have a fair idea of what type of, news that were there for agriculture. And agri census, it's very important. Livestock census, it's very important. ISFR, Indian State Forest Report, that also is important. MSP, whatever the latest MSPs, and annual reports, data related to sowing or acreage, latest report on, or latest data on, advanced estimates. All these are very, very important, and this, for this you have to definitely go through all these reports, all these notes wherever available. So this is about agriculture. Now rural development. Rural development generally would be on current affairs only. Agriculture, on the other hand, we have static and dynamic, but rural development, it would be mostly on current affairs. And here comes Kurukshetra reports. It's a, wholesome, whatever in that month that has happened in rural India, that all sums up, or it that all would be summed up in Kurukshetra magazine. That's one very important. NABARD bankable project, this is also very, very important, and at least one or two questions would definitely come from this topic, because whatever the standards are there as per the NABARD, loan given to with the dairy farmers or agriculture farmers or horticulture farmers, everything is provided in this bankable project, all the, minute details also. So this is very, very important. PSL norms, what is the loan interest, the interest, subvention, all these, whatever is the latest one, that is very important. Government schemes, especially of ARD schemes, agriculture and rural development schemes, they are utmost important for IBPS AFO exam. And again, annual report of Ministry of Rural Development, because there's so many concepts, so many details which sometimes they never publish. Otherwise, that you would get under these annual reports of MORD, or that is Ministry of Rural Development, NABARD also, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Ministry of, Fisheries. All these you have to definitely or thoroughly go through, so that you can have a fair idea of what is happening in, rural India. Also, one more important thing here is, this is not only important for, your mains exam, but for your interviews as well, so that whenever they ask any questions related to any current affairs regarding rural India or agriculture, this will definitely help you. So friends, next is IBPS AFO mains strategy. So friends, since the last few months, you must have already been started with, preparation for prelims and mains. For prelims, the key strategy is practice. The more you practice, the more it would be easy for you to crack the, prelims exam. Next comes is mains, and you already have 3 months time. That's good amount of time that you have in your hand. And here, the key to, cracking mains exam, as I have noticed, or as we have been seeing since the past few years, is, previous year papers. You'll have fair idea of what type of questions were asked, and on what basis, or what kind of, current affairs questions were asked, and what basis they were asked. All these, if you go through the previous years, you'll have an idea on how they have been prepared. One, two, it has been observed that few questions they have been repeated. I mean, on same topics, or similar topics, or similar questions have come, so that also will be helpful. So please go through previous year questions first. At least you'll have a fair idea on how to proceed, even if you have even not even started anything yet. So after that, now have a look at the syllabus. Then you'll understand the correlation between the previous year questions and the syllabus. So you'll have an idea. So these many questions have come from, this was the heaviest topic in this, in most of the, as we have observed, IBPS AFO mains exam, it consists of mostly static, that you have already seen. In static also horticulture, agronomy, agri-engineering, animal husbandry, poultry. These are some of the important, I mean, without questions from this, I mean, you can hardly see AFO mains paper. So this is the way, I mean, you'll understand after going through the previous year papers and the syllabus, you'll understand from where the questions have asked. After this, next was current affairs. At least 8 to 10 questions from current affairs are being asked, be it in the form of schemes or on PSL or any, variety released recently. So all this. So now you have look at the syllabus. Now try to focus on what are your weak subjects, where you are, I mean, you are lagging behind. Since you already have an idea on your of your strengths and weaknesses, which subject you are weak, which subject you are strong. So the strong subjects, even while doing mock test or just going through some questions also, you'll be able to crack. But weak subjects you have to focus. Now after going through the syllabus, try to focus on those subjects in which you are weak, so that you can gain strength in that. Next, as I have mentioned earlier also, study current affairs of ARD for the past 6 months and have an idea of at least have idea of current affairs of ARD for 1 year. And it's not that you are just going through the news and getting out of that. No, whenever you go through current affairs ARD, try to focus, if there is an ARD news article on that ICR, it has some meeting or with farmers or with scientists, or some they have released some variety or something. Just try to focus where is ICR, what are the various institutions that are under it, and what the variety, which if they have released some variety on, we try to see what are the various agronomical characteristics, its cropping patterns, sowing, all these related to wheat. So generally this has been observed that whatever that is in current affairs, from that only they'll go into deep, applied static agriculture, not only agriculture, be it animal husbandry, poultry, anything. So just try to focus on that. So just try to read in between the lines. That should do, that will do wonders. Next, focus on government schemes, especially of those which are in current affairs. This will definitely help you not only in cracking the mains exam, but cracking interview as well, because all these schemes and the various information, or the characteristics, everything that would really help you in interview as well. So whatever, especially ARD schemes, as I have mentioned, NABARD bankable projects, and what else are there, PSL latest updates. So all these please go through thoroughly. If I say thoroughly, yes, it's thoroughly. Next, give, after all this, now we are going through all these as I have mentioned. Now give as many mock tests as possible. Now make it a point that at least you give, now you have 3 months, make it a point that at least you give one mock test a day, or at least one mock test in 2 days. This will give you, where you are going weak, or where you are scoring less in which topic, there you can focus again, you can work on your weak points. So this mock test will definitely give you a clear picture of how much you know, and on what to focus and how to focus. So this is very, very, very important. And see, we are also going to provide you with mock test series and everything that you can go through, or you can go through various other mock tests that are available. So this is what is about A4 mains strategy. Now, answer of the day. In the last lecture, I have asked you a question that which says, when is National Panchayati Raj Day celebrated in India? And here this was started in 2010, and the first National Panchayati Raj Day is celebrated in 2010, and it is celebrated on April 24th every year in India. This is exclusively for India only. So next is question of the day. Which mobile app has been developed to help farmers by providing relevant information on weather of current day and next 5 days, dealers, market prices, agro advisories, plant protection, IPM practices, all this information along with if there are any weather vagaries or any warning that needs to be provided, that also is provided here. So what is that mobile app? And I'll give you a clue here. This is developed by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, especially for farmers of India. So all the best for your question. So thank you very much friends for watching this video, and if you have any queries, please write to us at hello@edutab.co.in, and if you have any queries you can even reach us at the number given here. Thank you very much.